Watch this video as a woman by the name of Natalie on TikTok describes what white people can do to help liberate black people, for a lack of better words. Check it out.
If white boys and white men were being brutalized and murdered by police officers over and over again, would this country stand for it? And if the books I read and history lessons I was taught growing up were banned because they focused on my history, would this country stand for it? No. As Tyree Nichols is buried and Black History Month begins, we as white people must begin to connect the dots between the past and the present if we are to have a future where all can thrive. Questions to ask ourselves involve, why are so many of us clinging to oppressive systems that benefit the few and not the many? And are white people afraid of becoming the racial minority in this country? Why? Are minorities treated badly or something? We will not be able to tear down systemic racism until white people start acknowledging our role and lead the way. If you're not sure how to help or where to start or even what to say, here's a few books I highly recommend. How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram Kendi. I also love this book, Actually Anything by Bell Hooks, but Bone Black is an excellent place to start. There are so many resources out there. So start Googling, start following activists, start educating yourselves. Because systemic racism is a cancer eating this country. And until we recognize that none of us are free, until all of us are free, this sick cycle of suffering will just continue, and this cycle harms us all. And that, my friends, is a fact.
So as you heard her say, they need to educate themselves. And she gave a couple of books. I'm not really too sure about some of them, but whatever. If that's what they need to educate themselves in order to help liberate black people, then I'm with it. Now, I know some people are probably saying, well, how is that, they can help liberate black people? Well, it's going to take white people to understand what they have done to black people, because a lot of times we put that on ourselves. Yeah, there's some things we could do to liberate ourselves by, first having knowledge of self and practicing group economics and all that other stuff. That's on us, but we didn't create racism. We don't have control of white supremacy. White people do, and let's keep it real, they run and control things in this country. And so she's right. They are going to have getting rid of racism, which, let's keep it 100. That'll probably never go away. I think it's a cute idea in theory, but it's not on us as black people. It's on them. She also asked the question, like, what are we afraid of? Are we afraid of, basically being annihilated? And we know the late Dr. Frances Cress Welsing talked about that, genetic annihilation. Of course, they're afraid of that. They're afraid because they see their numbers dwindling. They see the planet browning and all of that. And so that right there is why I say I don't think racism will go away, because they're not trying to go away. They think that, the less of them, then of course they don't have the power. So again, I applaud her for saying that white people need to educate themselves. But the other thing is that'll never happen. Well, I don't know. Y'all tell me, am I being a little bit too pessimistic here? But until that does happen, there's things that we can do. As I said, we can practice group economics, learn knowledge of self, and just really educate ourselves. We can use our political power responsibly, and y'all know what I mean by that. But yeah, white people, you need to educate yourself about what y'all have done to black people, and then figure out how to help black people get what we need. And that's, of course, we want true liberation. And by that, we want reparations. We want freedom. We want equality. And we ain't talking about that civil rights stuff. That's cool, but we need to be considered human first, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of what she said. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.